What is going on, guys? Riley from Strung Lacrosse here, and today we will be doing a custom stringing video. This is the 14th installment, and I've actually recorded another video that was supposed to be the 14th installment, but I never got around to editing it. I believe that I was stuttering a lot and that there weren't that many heads, so you guys are probably better off never seeing it. Unfortunately, and I think I addressed this in the video that will never come to fruition, my computer sort of is messed up on the screen. Essentially, it's a Retina display, MacBook Pro for anyone who knows what those are. Most people do. And the Retina seems to, on this particular model, have an issue where it slowly falls apart in some way. And so pretty much, as you can see from the light above me, it doesn't catch light properly. And that's why I look like I am whiter than I actually am, and why everything looks a little fuzzy. It's okay. I'm probably going to try to figure out a different camera option once summer starts. I have a GoPro, but I have never used it, but I'm sure I could figure something out. So I'm not too worried about that, but we'll move on. I hope that you guys can put up with it. So, as I said, it's a string or a custom stringing video. So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 heads to show you guys. There were only 8 in the picture that I just posted to Instagram. However, I added one that you guys might like to see. Alright, so just to start things off strong, here is Trevor Ivat's, I think that's how you pronounce it. Here is his Nike CEO with String King Type 2S. It has all white all around, a double triangle protected top string, a doubled up nylon, and 2 straight shooters, all on 10 diamond rows, with a white shooter in the throat, with a face-off friendly pocket. Oh my god, that is whiter than I am. Yeah, you guys aren't really going to be able to see it. That's a channel. I think you guys can see that. I'm really sorry. I'm going to figure out the camera thing sooner than the summer. It's very unfortunate because I know you guys want to see these heads, so it's very unfortunate. Up next, we have Carter's 2 heads that he sent in for custom stringing. They've been here for a little bit. I've been very busy lately with varsity lacrosse tryouts, schoolwork, as well as other heads that were in front of this order, but I finally got to them and they'll be going out tomorrow. Carter, I'm very sorry about the wait. I know that you've sent something to me before, if not more than once. So yeah, up first we have his Stx Stallion with ECD blue candy cane mesh. I believe this was a limited release on Black Friday, if I recall correctly. It wasn't too long ago. But it has a white double triangle protected top, and then on the first 9 diamond row, a tight single heavier nylon, as well as on the following 9 diamond row, just a white shooter. There is a string in the throat, just white sidewalls, and it has a mid to mid-high sort of pocket with a tight channel. Keeping the wax in mind, he wanted more whip on this one than the following one, so the wax, along with the channel and the tight shooter setup, should give him what he asked for, which was pretty much mid-high whip with a really snappy release. I don't really mess around with snappy releases that much. I do put nylons, but they don't function. Not that they don't function, but more so they don't create a ton of snap. That's okay. I don't personally like a lot of snap, although I've never truly had a really snappy stick, and for all I know, it's like the best thing ever. Something I need to look into, is what I'm saying. I think I pulled it off with this. Carter, please get back to me on, give me feedback on this. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. And then up next is Carter's Maverick Centric High School. This might be the only Centric High School I've ever strung. I could be wrong. I could have done maybe 1 or 2 others. However, I really enjoyed doing it. I think I have done at least 1 other. But yeah, so he sent this in along with the other one. He wanted a silver or gray double triangle protected top with gray sidewall. He wanted a mid-high pocket, which I'm so sad that you guys don't get it. Okay, I hope that you can see it. Like, it's really nice. I really, really dig this pocket. I'll post it on Instagram so you guys can see it there. And it has just a gorgeous channel. So gorgeous that the camera won't even pick it up, because that's how that works. Doubled up nylon on the first 10 diamond row, a shooter directly under it, skip, and then another shooter, white in the throat, and as a whole, I'm just in love with this pocket. I'm so sorry that you guys don't get to see it. It's very unfortunate, but it's very, very nice. We've done those. Up next, Brendan Hoffman. Yep. All right. So I'm sorry. I tried to memorize the names on this one. Usually I'm really good about it, and I know exactly who I'm doing things for. But these have been here, and I've just been doing tons of schoolwork. So I'm not really I'm not I need to do Brendan's head next, and then Carter's, and then in that order. So yeah, Brendan, here is your black Stx. I'm sorry about saying by the way. Someone yelled at me, not yelled at me, but commented and said that I say too much. And I agree, and I've been really working on it. I don't know if I'm doing it that much in this. However, I hope that I'm not. Brendan Hoffman, here is your black Stx Hammer U with ECD Hero Mesh. It has a double triangle protected top with a doubled up nylon. Crap, I said and then 2 white shooters. Gosh, I hate now that I'm paying attention to it. I'm gonna get mad at myself every time I do it. Just a string in the throat, all white all around, an HSL pocket, so it's a mid to mid-high with a gorgeous channel. That's the channel. I wanted to make sure it wasn't off. A really, really nice channel. Really, really nice pocket placement. Just as a whole, I like this head quite a bit. However, the durability concerns me. That's the only thing that I don't like about the hammer. I don't know. I haven't used it for a little bit, but I did use it at one point, and I think the scoop was fine. It has the interesting curve in, which I've never understood with SCX heads. It's we're just going to make it curved in here because why not? I personally don't see any benefit. If it's to remove weight, which I think I asked them one time and that's what they said, it doesn't seem to really, it's very conflicting because it's weird to say the least. And it's weird because it's not a flat surface anymore, and sometimes that throws people off a bunch, but I don't know. It's not a big deal on this. It's a big deal on the STX Surgeon 10500. That really upset me, but also the aggressiveness of the scoop on that upset me a lot. But oh well, I use a tank now, so I don't need to think about that. So yeah, Brendan, it's a good head. Don't worry, you'll enjoy it. It's a great pocket, and I hope that you like it. Up next, we have Chase's Maverick, I almost said SCX, Maverick Tank with Strung Type 3S. It has an orange single string the whole way around with a doubled up blue nylon on the first 9 diamond row and a blue shooting string on the next diamond row with a blue shooter in the throat. It is the exact pocket that I use. I'm so upset that you guys can't see these well. I feel so bad because that's the whole point of the video. It's not to listen to me talk, it's to see the heads and get a little backstory on them. So yeah, Chase is a repeat. Oh, actually, everyone so far I think is a repeat customer, which is a really good feeling, to be honest. I like that people like my work and come back. Chase has gotten quite a few heads. He's gotten custom dyed heads. He's had obviously custom strung heads. He texts me rather often. We talk about his Jeep and my Jeep. I've created a connection with Chase, and I enjoy talking to him, is what I'm trying to say. And so this was my tank that I was going to use for the season, and he texted me and asked if I had any, and of course, I didn't really need it that much because I overdo everything, and I have 2 perfectly fine tanks. So I said, of course, Chase, you can have this one. And so, Chase, here's your tank. Strung Type 3S, and then all the other stuff I said. HSL pocket, so it's what I'm rocking right now. It's very, very nice. Chase, you seem to like it from all the Snapchats that I've been sending you, as well as pictures, but I'm sure you'll like it even more in person. Up next, we have, let's see, Joe. Yep, it's Joe. Here we have Joe S. Yeah, so Joe, you know who you are now. Here is Joe's Warrior Nas 2X with ECD Hero Mesh. It has a doubled up triangle protected top string with a single nylon on the first 10 diamond row with a white shooting string below it, and then another one on the following 9 diamond row. Yep, I'm not going to say it. And then there is a white string in the throat, white string on the sidewalls, and it is my face-off / midfield / pretty much offensive pocket that I suggest for the Warrior Nas 2 and No Nas 2X. It's a very, very nice pocket. I actually want to get a No Nas 2X because you guys like to hear about what I like. I want to get a Warrior No Nas 2X with Strung Type 3S and put this pocket in it and have it as a shorty and just mess around with it a bunch because it's so nice. It's such a nice head. And it's this, but it doesn't have the extra widened face like the Nas 2 does. Like, the Nas versus the Nas 2 have different face shapes. This is slightly wider. The No Nas 2, from what I saw and what I've heard, is back to the original, as well as having the sidewall holes, as well as being solid. All the things that I want. However, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get one, actually two, one for a friend, and I probably will have to pay retail, unfortunately, but it's a great head, and I really want to get one. So yeah, Joe, here is your Nas 2. It's very, very nice, and I'm sorry for the wait, and I'm sorry for sending you the wrong head, even though I'm not sure how that happened, and thank you for forwarding it. Glad I said that, because it's important to remember that. So Joe, it's going out, don't worry. Actually, Joe waited less time than all these people, so I should keep that in mind. And then up next, after saying 50,000 times, we have a varsity captain of my school who recently, well, not really recently, anyways, he ended up getting 2 new heads, or not new, but new to him, 2 heads that he needed strung, and so he asked me if I could do them for him, and I said of course. So he is, or he used to face off, and now plays midfield, primarily just field, and he is committed to Maryland. So up first we have a Carolina Stx Professor with String King Type 3S. It has a pretty much mid-pocket, I'd say, with a nice channel. I tried to really not overdo it because with these, with Stx Professors, they have a really, really tight face shape. Doesn't help that he does face off. He still does a little bit, but he's trying to primarily just play field. I don't need to give you guys his backstory. He plays Lacrosse, and he's good, and he's going to Maryland. There you go. Good face shape, lacking sidewall holes, I feel. And so finding a balance between the two without giving it a bunch of whip is really hard. And so I did a single string the whole way around. He doesn't actually know this, and I hope that he's okay with it, but I did a single string the whole way around in white, a white shooter in the throat, and then two white shooters on the first 2 10-diamond rows to keep whip low. I kept the face shape and the channel in balance to give it good hold without giving it too much whip. And then he also got a white one, so that's that. So Tyler, I hope you like them. I'll bring them to school tomorrow. Look forward to hearing what you think of them. And then finally, the one that you guys weren't expecting is my Maverick Tank. As you can see, it's a little warped. It's my Maverick Tank with String King Type 3S. I actually got this piece of 3S and actually strung this up before it released. However, I did not use it because I wanted to keep the exact same stick for tryouts, as well as the fact that it's a little used and I think the other one's in better condition. But now I'm going to be moving back to it, which is confusing. Doesn't really make sense to me, but I'm going to do it anyways because, well, Chase has the other tank and I might as well use it until it breaks or I can't recognize that it's a tank. So as you can see, it's a little beat up, a little warpage. Not really common for me because I'm getting better at poke checks. That's the best way of putting it. And so the face is starting to get messed up on them, which is a good thing. I mean, in a way, it means I'm poking better, technically. So yeah, String King Type 3S, doubled up white triangle protected top, doubled up nylon, and then 2 shooters all on 10-diamond row, white in the throat, and then just my HSL pocket. So same as the other one. Very, very nice. Overall, very happy, and it's actually my gamers back there. For anyone wondering, because you guys also care about this, it is a C12 Celly Plus with a Maverick Tank with String King Type 2S Plus with a single string and gray accents. I think I've posted it before. The Celly Plus, actually C12 was bought out, and so the Celly Plus will never be offered to the public. I have one of the few. I really like it a lot. It's actually my favorite shaft ever, so I'm going to try to get in touch with my guy and get one more if possible. They're really nice. I'm really sad that they're never going to be offered because honestly they're my favorite shaft. So yeah, this will be going on that, by the way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to comment below what you think. Be sure to like the video, favorite it, whatever. Be sure to, did I say subscribe? I hope I said subscribe. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Be sure to go and check out my Instagram page, Strung Lacrosse, all that stuff. And yeah, until next time, thank you for watching, and be sure to take it easy.
I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the